I'm Dr. Allison Johnson, Doctor of Oriental Medicine, here with Jean Collins. Today we're going to talk about how to detox your skin through detoxing your liver, but perhaps not the way you have come to understand detoxing your liver to this point.
Hey everyone, so my name is Jean Collins and I am so excited to be chatting with you guys today about ways in order to detox that you're not familiar with, and I look forward to having you follow my YouTube channel along with just helping you live a better life with chemical-free products. And I'm passionate about Young Living essential oils because it's changed my life. I used to be sick all the time, so that's why I share it. I know it works, and I look forward to empowering you to have a better life as well.
You can follow me on Immortal Beauty on Facebook and on YouTube. So I'm all about youth and vitality, staying younger longer in your mindset, in the way that you look, in the way that you feel. So today we're going to talk about assisting the liver, basically. And this is a way of detoxing the liver because we're surrounded by toxins and endocrine disruptors. So that means hormone disruptors in many household products, beauty products, and also in our environment. So whether that's in the house that we live in, the bed that we sleep on, the environment that we're in a city or in the country, what's in the soil, what's in the air. A lot of times we can't control much of what's going on in terms of environmental pollutants, although we can choose to live in a certain area, or we can choose to have a greener home with the mattress that we sleep on, or we can build our own home with non-toxic products. But what we want to talk about today is what are the ingredients that you want to look out for, and then maybe how can you start to change the products that you use both on yourself and in your environment, in your home, like household cleaning products, in order to basically take that toxic load off of your liver so that it can function better.
Yes. Toxins, you gotta get them out of the home and support your liver in that aspect. So I'm only gonna mention 4 ingredients. There is a longer list. There are other resources. You can always just contact us too, and we'll send you specifically to those resources. One of them is parabens. So parabens they're a class of highly controversial preservatives because in 1996, a study biopsied 20 breast cancer tumors and found parabens present in the tissue of each of those tumors. So that's not cool, right? Parabens are not okay. And what are they usually found in? They're found in our cosmetics, our bath products, our body products, so shampoo and conditioners. So parabens is one thing you want to look at. Another word that's huge and most likely in everything is fragrance, the word fragrance. So I use our awesome dish soap because it's synthetic perfume free or fragrance free. And the word fragrance can hide anything because it's considered to be the company's proprietary blend. So there's even some green products, green cleaners out there that are just, they still have the word fragrance on it. So it's not, you're paying more for something that's really not truly green. That's not okay to me. It's very frustrating. So basically you can think of it like 100 or more or 1,000 or more ingredients that the company doesn't have to tell you what's in it. So you also want to make sure, like, your laundry soap is another thing, because your laundry soap, when you're washing your laundry, when your laundry is getting hung up or folded, and when you're wearing your clothes, you're getting affected by your laundry soap. So look at those ingredients as well, okay? It says free from SLS, dyes, petrochemicals, formaldehyde, phosphates, synthetic perfume, and optical brighteners. One of the ones that they mention is SLS, which is sodium lauryl sulfate. And many of you probably have heard that before, but it is a endocrine disruptor. It's also a part of engine oil, so it's a byproduct of that, and it's just not okay. And it's in our shampoos and conditioners and items like that, and bath products, which again, not cool. The last one I'm going to mention is talc. And again, there is a longer list, but but we're just going to focus on a few of them. Anyways, talc. So talc is not great. It is a part of a clay material when crushed into powder and is known as talcum powder. But it has been linked to ovarian cancer. So what is it kind of found in? Makeup. It's found in makeup. Oh, this is one of the eye palettes. It's usually actually in powder makeup, so foundation's not in eyeshadow, but this is the thing I grabbed. So our makeup is free from talc, it's free from parabens, it's free from bismuth, it's free from all these products. And talc is not cool. So stop using it. Look at your mineral makeups because it might still have talc in it, even though it's a mineral makeup. Because again, it's from clay, but it's not a good thing to have. Not all minerals are good. Okay.
That's very good to know. And it brings to mind the fact that like, we have to look at all of these lists on everything. I find myself in the store, I'm looking at the list of, you know, my food products and then your beauty products. And in the modern life, you know, we want to do things, we want to expedite it, we want to do it quickly, don't have a lot of time. And so it's like if you can believe in a company's mission statement, basically what they stand for and what they're already doing for you by going through these products and creating these products. Well, if it's a company that's selling products, they're going through the products and they're saying, hey, we don't tolerate this, this, and this. And so anything that we give you or that we sell you will not have these things. What Young Living does is they create their own products from really high quality ingredients. And they have within their mission statement, essentially, that they're not going to give you these products that Jean mentioned and more than that. So the great thing is you can just be like, Young Living products, I can just go to them and I know that none of this stuff is going to be in there.
For our makeup company, we have banned 2,500 ingredients. That is more than the European Union. Yeah. So that, I mean, that's just for our makeup technically, but really that's for all of our Young Living products. I'm actually getting goosebumps because it's so important to be putting on your skin things that are going to support your body and not disrupt them. Yes, I agree. The seed to seal process, if you haven't heard about that, that is our commitment to utilizing farms and making sure that our farms are cultivating the earth without any sort of chemicals, even those green chemicals, or like, because there's like a list of chemicals that organic farmers can use on their products, or on their farms, but Young Living does not do that. It's a certain techniques. So they had an issue with the ylang-ylang plant. A bug was eating the roots. That's not cool. So with that, they did some research. They figured out what the bug was because they weren't familiar with it. And this was in Ecuador. And they asked a few other farmers that practice the farming the way Young Living does, which is really beyond organic. And they discovered that the bug doesn't like clover, which is cool because clover also adds nitrogen back into the soil. So it's great for the ylang-ylang plant. So that's a little other story about seed to seal. And then once people can start traveling more, you can easily go and visit a farm, and you can even set up a tour. It used to just, and you probably could still show up, but right now Young Living's gotten so big that they prefer that you set up a tour instead of just showing up. So yeah. And we're getting bigger, right? You guys are going to join today.
Yeah, it's a wonderful company. It's just so nice to support them. And also as a member, then you can start to benefit not only with your discount, but also you can, you know, spread the love and help other people understand what a great company they are. I believe what you're mentioning is what in the wine industry is known as biodynamic farming, where basically you're using, for example, different predators to control different pests and, you know, different microclimates, and understanding that, and understanding doing that research as like, what is this pest not like, etc. So very minimal touching by the farmer on the land.
Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah. And that's probably the right term. It just didn't pop in. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, so we want to make sure that we are looking at products and looking at those ingredients and really understanding and loving that company. So remember, no parabens, no fragrance, no SLS or sodium lauryl sulfate or talc.
Okay, so with the one that I'm really passionate about, I definitely avoid parabens and SLS. And now I'm going to be more attentive to the talc thing. But the fragrance free. So if you feel like I just make a baby step, just move your products to fragrance free. You're going to do so much for yourself, and you might even notice, oh man, I don't get that nagging headache I usually get every day when I, whatever, spray Febreze on something or use a certain plug-in in your car or in your home, or even use just different cleaning products that again are kind of touted as being natural, or oh, this is in the natural section at the store, it must be fine. And sometimes those fragrances are so heavy and so intense, they're definitely not straight essential oils, which if you smell, you may like or not like the smell, but it's not going to give you that headache and those kinds of things. So one way that you can shift is just to go fragrance free. So even if you're using, big brand name products, basically all of them now have a fragrance free line. So that is going to do you a great amount of good to just move away from the fragrance. And if you do love fragrances, there's different ways that you can bring that into your life. And one really clean way that's actually beneficial to you, it not only smells good, but it's actually good for your health, is to diffuse essential oils. So in your premium starter kit, if you don't have it already, you get this lovely diffuser, which as you can see makes this very fine mist, plugs in, and you just put essential oils and water in there and press go, and it'll go for several hours, and it just releases this lovely smell of your choice into your environment. One thing that I do is I like to put essential oils in my laundry soaps. I use a fragrance-free laundry soap. I use a fragrance-free dish soap. And for the laundry soap, just sometimes I like to put a fragrance in there, not only perhaps to make it smell nice, but also to help it clean better, actually. So I use like some of the lime or different essential oils sometimes to help the cleaning process. And so what I'll do is I won't put it all into the big bottle of laundry soap, although you could do that. I just, every time I put some laundry soap in the dispenser, I put some essential oils in there with the soap, and then it goes in there. One other really dreadful thing is that people use dryer sheets a lot on their clothes. And not only does it insert a fragrance, which is potentially endocrine disrupting and headache causing and all of these things and liver toxifying, is that it coats the clothes, and then it like keeps the smell inside of that coating. And as you wear the clothes, that coating is coming off on your skin, and therefore it's going inside your body and toxifying you. So if you really want to use a dryer sheet kind of thing to make your clothes a little bit softer, static free, get the wool dryer balls that you can buy in a lot of places now, definitely online, and use essential oils on the wool dryer balls, and then put those inside of the dryer. So the wool dryer balls can be used over and over again. They move through the dryer, so they're kind of plumping your clothes. There's no static. And then when you put the essential oil on there, then it's putting the essential oil into your clothes, which makes a nice smell. Jean's going to talk about using dish soap plus essential oil.
Dish soap. We're going to talk about dish soap and other things. So I have, of course, the Thieves dish soap, as I've showed you guys before. That's what I use. And there's actually a way that you can extend this to last even longer, as well as your laundry soap. And I've learned this from moms, because hey, moms have kids, and kids are, you gotta extend things sometimes, especially when you're really into supporting your body. And if you want to see ways of extending the Thieves dish soap and the laundry soap, then check out the link below, and I will have those up for you. If you are using a different soap and you want to add and you want to make it have a scent, you want to add something from the Vitality line, because you want to make sure that it's ingestible. And that's another reason why you should be using the Thieves dish soap, because you're cleaning your dishes off of it and then you're going to eat off of it or drink water out of it. So you really want to understand what soaps you're using. If you're a super fan of DIY, there's also other ones of like using your Thieves household cleaner and making a laundry soap out of that. Um, I have not done that because I just extend this laundry soap. I used to make it out of this, but I haven't done it in a while, and I just extend this one. And there's different formulas, but I have videos that I'll show you mine and how easy I do it. And and also you're noticing that this is like the size of my head. So this is actually 64 loads. So when you extend it, it's 128, and you only need a quarter of a capful. It's like 1 tablespoon for an HG. Now I have a top loader, so I have to use a half, but that's okay. That's still like a really good deal, especially if I'm using something that's not toxifying my body. There's even like the veggie soak, and this lasts forever too, because you just make it and you, from the grocery store, you put all your veggies in there, or you can also grow your own vegetables too. Whatever is easier for you.
Okay, so one thing that also people use a lot are these plugins, basically, like plugins either at their home for fragrance or plugins inside of their car. And so you'll see them often like inside of the vent that blows the air at you, etc. So especially in the setting of a car, but also in the setting of a home, when you have these very, very strong fragrances, and like Jean was mentioning, they have who knows what in them because it's the proprietary blend of the company. But people like Jean and I, who are sensitive to these smells, and you're probably one of these people too, gives you an instant headache because those fragrances are so synthetic. And again, who knows what's in them? So when you're in a car and you've got that fragrance kind of constantly blowing at you from the air vent, you definitely want that fragrance to be something that doesn't give you a headache, that smells nice for your car, and that also is it actually benefits your health. I mean, imagine that. So Young Living actually has some car diffusers.
Oh, we have a USB one, which I do not have to show you guys, but feel free to look it up if you have a USB plug-in in your car. Also, we have these cute little ones that go into the air conditioning, and you can see that there is a beautiful, and it comes with multiple different colors of these. So like you could have the orange one for all your citrus oils, but you can pick anything. You can do tea tree, you can use Dreamcatcher, you could use RC or Raven. That's something I've been using a lot, is RC or Raven, just to help support the lungs, or just straight eucalyptus. It's perfect. Those are the two options, USB or the car air vent one.
Great. So is it like just a little disc and then you put the essential oil on there? And if so, how much do you use?
It depends on the oil, but like here, for example, geranium is so flowery. I would probably only do like 1 drop, and that would help your whole car, because that's how flowery geranium is. But something that might be a little lighter, like lemon or maybe even lavender, do 2 or 3. I think it also tells you when you get it, but that's it. You just have it on there, put it on there, and then this little black thing goes into the little air conditioning slot.
Nice. So it sounds like it's a matter of personal taste in terms of how much you use. And it also reminds me of terms I've heard in the past in essential oil books about like top note essential oils, and then like kind of like a heavier one like vetiver or something like that. And top notes being more like lemon and those kinds of things.
Yeah, exactly. And I couldn't think of the other terms beyond top note, but yes, top note is one of the right terms. Yes, and I know I need to get it more in my brain of like where the different notes are, and like for example, cedarwood smells more woodsy like down here, but if you get it really close to you, you're like, whoa, what is that? So It just depends. And some people don't. Some people don't get that. It's like, again, it goes back to personal taste, what it is that you like or dislike.
Yeah, and then because the smell goes to our limbic brain, which holds a lot of our memories and emotions. It's like we have a lot of memories with smell. It's a very old part of our brain. So who knows what kind of associations every person's making with different smells and saying, that's this. Okay, so detoxing the liver, this is now more what you might be used to. Like, here's a supplement, here's a substance to detox your liver. So what I want to emphasize is that first and foremost, take the toxic load off of your liver. Because if you can detox and detox and detox, but if you don't take that toxic load out, you're not doing yourself much good. And in fact, you're probably wasting your money on things where you're detoxing your liver, but you're retoxifying it right away. So it just doesn't make as much sense. So detoxify the liver. Turmeric. It's been used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic medicine. It's from India. That really beautiful golden colored root. You can have it ground and you could make your own capsules of it. Or sometimes when you buy it in capsules, it's simply ground turmeric. And in that sense, it's more like food. And it's not as medicinal as when you buy it where it's been extracted by a laboratory into its major constituent, which is the curcumin, which is more well known for being a COX-2 inhibitor, for basically helping with inflammation and pain in the body. And they often combine it with black pepper to increase its bioavailability, basically how it's uptake by your body better. So what I want to note as a doctor of Oriental medicine, because I study a lot of these things, is that if you're taking the ground turmeric, that's probably a better choice because it's more like food and therefore it's milder and it's on the liver detox, but it's still going to be effective. You can even use it in your food on the regular. You can use it in what's called golden milk, where you combine it with some kind of milk or milk substitute. That's wonderful. And black pepper does help the turmeric be absorbed. So that's good. But if you're taking it in a highly concentrated form, it will be very detoxifying for your blood and for your liver. And that's good. But turmeric in that kind of form is more medicinal, almost like taking a medicine. And so you need to be aware that turmeric does have some properties such as thinning your blood. And so you do not want to take it with other things that thin the blood, such as vitamin E. Ginger has some blood thinning qualities. Fish oil has some blood thinning qualities. And pharmaceuticals that you might be taking or over-the-counter drugs might also have blood thinning properties. So when you take turmeric, even though you buy it at the health food store, and it is really good for you, you want to be careful of that cumulative effect of the blood thinning quality of turmeric. So I would recommend having it more as like a food. And you can also buy fresh turmeric and grate it and make tea out of it. It's quite lovely. Another one that you can use that you're probably familiar with is aloe vera juice. So you can buy that at the stores, health food store as well, or you can make your own out of aloe vera, and making sure that what you are using is truly aloe vera that you can consume if you're going to make your own juice. So you use aloe vera juice, you know, try like up to a quarter cup first. It is a powerful food / medicine. And so you just want to make sure that you have some bowel tolerance to it, because it will also clean out your bowels a little bit. And up to a quarter cup, it probably won't do it too much, but it depends on your personality. So you don't want to have it creating diarrhea. So you can do more than a quarter cup, but not a lot more. But just make sure that you're not getting diarrhea from it. But it is going to clean your colon. If you know aloe vera, use it for wounds on the skin and dry skin and those kind of things. So it's going to do that through your gastrointestinal tract. In Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, it's also going to basically like cool you down, which is really good this time of year, especially if you're a person who tends to be more hot or overheated easily or have a hot temper. The aloe vera will kind of calm that down a little bit as well. And part of that hot temper idea is that the fire in the liver is a little too active. And so the aloe will help calm that down. And you can mix it with some Vitality Young Living essential oils inside of your aloe drink as well.
Yeah, yes, definitely. The citrus oils are awesome for like especially citrus fresh because it also has some spearmint in there. The other thing I also did want to mention is wintergreen. Wintergreen is also a blood thinner. So with wintergreen essential oil, make sure that you're careful when using that as well. Besides what Allison has mentioned, there is other items on liver detoxing. What have you used to help detox your liver? What are you interested in learning about as well? Is there something else? Do you want us to go over some of those like detoxing programs? Let us know in the comments below, and we'd love to help you with that. Also, there's items like Juva Tone. Anything with the word Juva in it from Young Living means liver support. There's Juva Flex Vitality. So this is something you can put in like your Ningxia Red or almond milk, or if you wanted to, just water. It's just up to you. I like to usually put it in my Ningxia Red. And you could do a liver detox that way if you wanted to do 2 to 3 to maybe 5 twice a day. Just again, pay attention to your body. If you're new to essential oils, start low, then build up, right? You just want to have that understanding. Start low, go slow, and just pay attention. So for you though that are like, hey, I'm not a member and I want to join, this is awesome. There's a few different options. You can do the retail or you can do the wholesale. The wholesale is awesome because you get that membership for life, and you could just get your kit and then not necessarily have to spend anything until you chose to, which is cool. Granted, we prefer and understand the value of upgrading, and hopefully from this you see, oh, I need the laundry soap, I need the household cleaner, some of those personal care products I can upgrade and switch and then not be toxifying my body. We've helped you guys get some items to add to your Essential Rewards order, and just to help support that. And remember, Essential Rewards is like your cashback card meets your credit card. Only Young Living does it better because it starts at 10% and goes to 25%. And in the first year, you get gifts at 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. It's a really good deal. It's like clipping coupons without having to spend the time to clip coupons. Because remember, your time isn't valuable. It's the most valuable commodity we have because you can never get it back. Or if you're like, hey, I really like the aspect of getting rid of and making some DIY stuff, you can get your Thieves Premium Starter Kit is one option as the wholesale member. So your Thieves Premium Starter Kit, or if you want more of a plug-in idea, the plugins, like removing the plugins, and you can still do some DIY aspects with your starter kit oils, so your premium starter kit with the essential oils, which remember, Allison showed you it comes with that diffuser. So those are your 2 starter kit options that we've kind of gone over. And again, we would be happy to start and go over with it, but it's really just a better deal to get the wholesale membership because you're saving that 24%. You're getting support from us, and you're just gonna feel so much better once you upgrade your products and get those toxins out. And it's gonna support your liver, which remember, ultimately will support your skin. So if you're having skin irritations, look at the products that you're using. Okay? You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, all those awesome things. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. And you can follow me at Immortal Beauty on YouTube and Facebook. And please like and share our videos, and we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Bye.